Hi, I'm back. And you may notice I've put a towel on the table here just simply because the table was so slippy that I couldn't get a grip on the cards. So I just put a towel here to help me manhandle the cards. This is a trick where we're going to use a bit of counting and a little bit of writing. We want a pen, we want a little bit of paper, and we want a deck with 52 cards in it and no jokers. I practiced this trick just a moment ago and it didn't work out. And I couldn't understand why, because I've done it loads of times. And then I went and looked in the card box and there's a Jack of Hearts line in it. So if you haven't got the right number of cards, it will not work. So make sure that you have the right number of cards. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all, we say to people, this is a card trick that I'm going to do for you, and it revolves around the number 13. And as we're talking, we're just shuffling the cards. This is just a distraction. So we're just shuffling the cards. We might put the cards out and say we're going to cut the cards, and we might decide that we'll cut them again, and then we might ask our victim in the audience or anyone in the audience if they'd like to shuffle the cards, because they can shuffle the cards if they want to. So they go off and they shuffle the cards, and eventually they hand the cards back to you and you take them back. And as you take them back, you tell everybody this card trick is you don't show them the cards now, but you say this card trick is about the number 13. 13 is a very lucky number for me, and I found all through my life 13 was lucky, so I'm going to try to make 13 work in this card trick. What you're really doing here is trying to manipulate the cards so you can see the bottom card. So I'm looking down and I can see the bottom card from where I am now. I can easily see that bottom card. But I don't want to strain my neck and stare down, and I want it to look as if I'm not interested in the bottom card. But we need to have that sneak preview of the bottom card. We then take the deck and we put it down. We now say to everybody, do you notice I have a pen and pencil here, and I'm going to make a prediction. So I'm going to write a prediction on this piece of paper and we'll see if it comes true. So without anybody seeing what you're doing, you're going to write down that card there, the 8 of hearts. So you can do 8, and you can draw a heart, or you can write the 8 of hearts, or you can write 8H, doesn't make any difference, whatever way. But don't let anybody see what you've written. They can see you writing, but not what you've written. And then we fold this up so that no one has a chance of seeing it, and we put it in the bank vault. And the bank vault is the deck of cards, the empty card box. We now take the cards, still 8 of hearts on the bottom, and we use a finger to spread them out. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter how well you do this, because what you're going to do is continue to spread them out with your hand so that we have a big open pile of cards. Okay. And then we say to your victim, you can do it in a circle, whichever way suits you. You can do it. Say to the victim, I want you to pick out 13 cards. So they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 out of there, 10, 11, and 2 out of here, 13. So when they pick those 13 cards, take them in your hand and count them to make sure there's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And there is 13 cards. So now, while you're tidying up these cards, you can ask your victim to shuffle those cards. So when you're taking these up, your victim is shuffling the cards. We still have our 8 of hearts on the bottom. We put this quietly to one side. Okay. Sorry about this. To one side. We now take the cards that have been shuffled and we make a fan from them. Little fan. and we ask our victim to pick any 3 cards, and it doesn't make any difference what they pick, and to put them face down on the table. Okay, so they have that, and that. Okay, so these are the cards. They had a whole deck to pick from. They picked 13. They had those 13 to pick from. After they shuffled them, after we cut them, after we shuffled these, the whole lot, and they picked these 3 cards. They could have picked any card, but these are the 3 they picked, so we're going to work with them. We now put our discarded cards down. We pick up the deck with the 8 of hearts on it, and we put it on top of those cards. So now we know the 8 of hearts is somewhere in there, but it doesn't make any difference to us at the moment. We'll find it in a minute. So what we say now is we're going to make a line of 13 cards. The value of each of these lines is going to be 13 because that's our lucky number. So we start off 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now you probably know when you're playing card games, an ace is a 1, 4 is a 4, 2 is a 2, a jack is 11, a queen is 12, and a king is 13. If we had a king here, we would put no cards on top at all, just the king itself. But since we have the jack, and its value is 11, we have 12 and 13. We put these down, and now we ask our victim to add up the value of those 3. So that's 11, 2 is 13, and 4 is 17. Now they could have picked any cards, 11, 13, 17. So now we're counted 17 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to take out our mystery and see that in here we have the 8 of hearts, and that card there is the 8 of hearts. So 13 was a lucky number for us after all.